Don't link, it's your boy Ying. Welcome to the show. Guys, I'm doing well on this 14 October 2024. Happy Thanksgiving, my peeps. From Canada, my Canadian peeps. It's all the boot. Time to do a movie review of the movie Predator. And I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a controversial, kind of video, right? So, before disclaimer, these are opinions. These are opinions based on a movie. That movie is from fiction. Okay, so the opinions are real. The movie isn't. So if you got a soft heart, if you're a snowflake and offended easily, please do not watch this review. So Predator is a movie that was based of countless time. There's always gonna be Alien versus Predator, and the Predator are a group from, I don't remember who wrote it, but it's very, very, very popular and has been around for a long time. The first one was Arnold in his 30s. Then we have Predator 2, Predator 3, and basically Predators are hunters. So we got the aliens are beasts. Okay, so how can I not say that? Predator, okay, and alien, okay, are two extraterrestrial beings. Predator hunts, right? And the alien is just a beast. And the humans are in between. And what the Predator does, which is super fucking cool, is he's gonna hunt the best fighter in humankind. What is really, really cool with what the movie is they're saying, okay, well, they give them a reason. They're saying that the earth is dying, we get polluted, which is super cool. Now they're trying to get the good DNA, right? They're trying to get the good DNA. This is a review I shouldn't do. I'm telling you guys, if you wanted to skip a video, please skip this one. They're taking the DNA from the best warrior to increase their DNA. So they're saying that the Predator found a way to transform the DNA to become the supreme being, right? So technically, if you look at the alien, and the alien in this movie aren't there, but they're extremely important. If you see the alien in themselves, the aliens are beasts. The aliens are masterpiece of creation. They're fast. They're strong. If you kill them, there's acid, so you kill yourself, right? Predator are a bit stronger than human, but barely. Their technology, however, is something that is crazy cool. So we follow once again, and I think in most Predator movie that's the case. Mercenary, we follow mercenary, we follow soldier, right? And the Predator is like, yo, you did help me, because they give him his equipment back. You didn't help me. So basically, the movie says there's 4 predators, right? The first one escaped because they knew that the alien was going to come to attack the human, and the first predator that escaped is like, yo, I'm going to give them a chance, right? And it's not the first time, and that's what is cool about this movie. It's not the first time that the predator chooses to help mankind. There's been often a predator helping mankind. If you look at one of the movie of Predator, we see that they've been helping us for a while. We see them constructing pyramid. Is that true? No, of course not. It's not true. But it's a narrative where predators are helpful of human beings. Now, in the movie, this is where the controversial part comes in. Please don't get offended. I'm not meaning anything wrong by it, right? So in the movie, we have a group of mercenary, and the leader, if you will, is called McKenna. And the alien's like, yo, I've helped you out. Now I want to hunt you guys. I'll give you a head start. Right, because one of you guys is the one I'm looking for. It is McKenna, and like, okay, well, we know that he's gonna kill the leader, right? Which is the main character of the movie, and it's kind of obvious that we're gonna get the one to be hunted. It's very obvious. And then you realize that the predator wasn't talking about McKenna Senior. He was talking about McKenna Junior. Now, here's my problem. McKenna Junior is a actor who plays a kid with autism, right? And during the movie, there often hints at, oh yeah, people with autism, they're the next step of evolution. Autism isn't a mental sickness, right? And this is a huge problem for me. Now, am I saying that autism or autistic people are lesser than normal people? I'm not saying that. Look, I got ADHD. That doesn't make... I wish it wouldn't make me different from other people, but it does. Now, autistic people, I wish it didn't make them different from normal people, but it does. right? And my biggest problem with that is I'm not gonna be the conspiracy theorist. That's not the case. That's not the goal here. But there's when you look at the 80s and you look at the 90s, which I was born in, ADHD. I'm not gonna talk about ADHD because I can tell you about ADHD. Wasn't very common, right? It was hereditary. My mom, she got ADHD. My mom, if you look at her, you don't know that she got ADHD. If you get spend enough time with her, you're gonna know. My mom is undiagnosed, and God bless, because she lived her whole life not needing medication. As a kid, I needed medication, right? Um, Now we got something with autism, and the problem with autism isn't autism in itself. The problem with autism is there's a bigger spectrum, right? And there's level to autism. You got extremely autistic and you got less autistic, right? And the movie pictured this kid, and they're telling him the whole movie, yo, this kid is normal, this kid is the next step in evolution. And in a time where I do believe that autism and ADHD are they're too prescribed. See, there's cases. I know some people that are autistic. I have one of my best friend, Celine. You guys know about her. She's autistic, right? Now, I've been friend with her for 10 years. And this is controversial, but do I think she's autistic? Yeah, she tells me she is. Do I see it? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, because the doctor, and I love Celine, this is not against her. The doctor tells her, "Oh, you're autistic," so there's gonna be thing that she does, and she'll say, "Oh yeah, but I'm autistic." So they kind of use like an excuse, and I feel like I got personally invested because I got ADHD, and if you look at ADHD and autism, it's very very similar. So my problem with the movie is they're romancing autism when they shouldn't be romancing autism. See, if as a kid, people in the reason why I'm so against the perception of autism as normal is because myself as a kid, if people told me hyperactivity was normal, if people told me, you know what, you're stronger because you're hyperactive, I would have believed it, and I would have called it normal. But I was put on so many medication. I was put with shrinks. I had so much stuff done as a kid. We're like, yo, we need to fight it off. The day I hit 18, I stopped taking medication. I was on medication, I wasn't ink. I wasn't myself. I was a zombie. I was zonked out. Now, my problem with this movie is you need to tell people that are different that they're different. Now saying that is one thing. Understanding that the fact that you're different isn't necessarily something negative. We're all different. We're all different to certain degrees. But we're all different. Right? Maybe our genetics, maybe our DNA, the way we talk, the way we think, the way we perceive things, the way we answer to a certain question, the way we react to a certain situation. Our backgrounds, our friends. It's completely different, right? And my problem with that movie is you're romancing something that shouldn't be romance. Now, am I saying, oh, you shouldn't be positive towards people with autism? No, you should be positive with people that are autistic. You should be positive with people that are hyperactive. But you have to understand that those people are dealing with challenges that are different. Because I was told that hyperactivity, right, was so different. Because I was told, oh, we need to fix it. As a kid, I was always told, you need to fix it. I lived my whole life trying to learn how to live with this. Spent my whole life trying to learn how to deal with the fact that I was different. I didn't choose to be different. People are saying, oh, you speak so fast. What you guys don't understand is nobody that speaks too fast is doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it on purpose, right? Now, am I using ADHD as an excuse? No. Is it a factor of why I speak fast? Absolutely. Am I gonna say sorry for it? No, fuck it. But my whole point is it's a societal. For example, I want to go with a very not obscure but very very out there example. The fact that you have sports, right? And you're giving a medal to every single child is a beautiful thing because it motivates them to become better. There's some child though they're gonna say, whatever I do, I'm gonna get a medal, so might as well pick up my ass and not do anything, right? Now, with people with autism, they have to learn, just like I did, to live with it, no matter how bad it is, no matter how not bad it is, deal with it. absolutely deal with it. There's company. They're gonna be hiring people with Down syndrome, and the government's gonna help them with that. But they're human beings, Down syndrome or not, and the fact that they're working, they should be treated as every single other worker. You're gonna be a douche, you're gonna be a bitch to one of the worker, but there's another worker and he got Down syndrome and you're not gonna be mean to them. No, if you're mean to one of them, be mean to everybody. And that's my problem. You're cuddling people. My problem with that movie is exactly that. You're cuddling people. You're calling this kid and calling him special because he got autism. That's not real life. I'm sorry, but it's not real life. In real life, if that kid with autism is presented with a social situation, most people are going to be understanding and say, you know what, it's not your fault. That's cool. Some people are going to be dick with that kid. They're going to be like, haha, you're autistic. Haha, you're hyperactive. You understand? It's not so much about accepting your not your kind of illness. It's accepting that you get to live with it, right? Live with it. If you look at every single other sickness, you get to live with it. With me, ADHD is something I was told it was bad. Now, I understand nowadays that I get to live with it perfectly fine. I understand that this is the core of A Vendetta. This is what makes me different. This is what makes you guys come back. But there's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of fighting there. There's a lot of fighting to accept this. There's a lot of fighting to try to be normal. There's a lot of fighting to try to be accepted. There's a lot of fighting there. There's a lot of resistance. I love my parents. I love them. But if it was for my parents, I'd be taking the Concerta, which is a medication for this my entire life. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. Okay? I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. And it has nothing to do with the movie. Nothing to do with the movie. I was 10 years old. Okay? I was taking a medication called Ritalin. Ritalin was... I'm going to talk about this. Cannot believe I'm going to talk about this. You need to take it 2 times a day. In the morning before going to school and at the lunch break. I hated Ritalin because I felt zonked out. I wouldn't talk. I would be in my corner. I would look at the world around me. And I swear to God, I used to take so much. It was an out-of-body experience. I wasn't partaking in life. I was watching it. And thank God, in 6th grade, I was going to daycare. I was 11 years old, which is normal. And the responsible, I don't know how you say it in English. The person in charge of us wasn't as pushy with me taking the medication. And I would tell her, and again, this is when I start lying. I feel shy about taking that medication in front of people. I take it in the bathroom. What I would do, I would put it in the toilet. At 10 years old, I understood that medication wasn't good for me. Right? 10 years old. And that's me fighting it. That's me fighting my reality. Why is it so important to me to fight the reality? Because when I look at my life, I see a lot of obstacle. But when I look at my life, I see a lot of obstacle that I pursue. I beat it. I beat those obstacles. And that's pride, you know. Never got into a physical fight. Argued a lot. But then you learn that your biggest fight is with yourself. It's not so much about your biggest fight being with yourself. It's about you winning that fight. There's my problem with Predator. I have to understand there was a fight to fight. If somebody told me and hold my hand and say, hey, it's totally fine to be hyperactive, I would have believed it. Sometimes you have to be told what you're doing. It's not okay. You're different. You're not like the other kids. And even as a kid, I wish people told me that sooner. Because I learned that later in life. Yeah. Yeah. We'll make another video about it. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.